I want to thank everyone for watching my recordings. And also, it is almost time for me to go home. But I want to camp out just a little bit more as far as that theme about the spirituality in the music, because, again, all the messages were wonderful and everything, but that's more what I relate to. Also, because on one hand side, playing my Serbian music on the kolo on the other, and I got tons of recordings on it. See? ID check. And then also to do the tutorials, to pass on the knowledge, to show how simple it is. Where I want to thank everyone, and like I had said, that I'm so blessed that I have a platform, and that keeps me happy. Also, that keeps me, and I hope it's a blessing to everyone else, and to pass that on, because where I feel that I'm able to, I have a voice, I feel I'm able to talk, I feel that I'm able to share, but especially in music. And again, that's something that we'll talk when we sit down, but like I had said, when I was able to hear things, or when I would find out where I thought I couldn't play that kolo, this kolo is too hard, and this, or in the Hungarian, where I would be struggling with a passage or whatever, and then I would find where to take that risk, putting God's hands also, but to take that risk and to get out of the comfort zone, because the very nature of singing, the very nature of performing, you have to take that risks, and you never know. Let me give you an example. For example, when I would greet Hungarians that come in my store and start talking to them, I would find out that I know actually more than I think I do, where it comes out. And also when I taking the risk and putting it in God's hands, and the spirituality, like the man had said, the way you are in your spirit, that's the way you'll play. And also where I feel that I'm more freer, I feel that, and also watch my recording where I did the spontaneous. This was unimaginable 4 decades ago, where when I was so frustrated as far as not to be able to sing, not to be able to feel, not to be able to laugh, not to be able to cry. It's like like the girls were saying, it was all connected. But then here, it's like, oh, I'm going to sing a medley of several songs in several languages, and I feel that I feel freer. I feel that spontaneity. I feel that I'm more chill, more laid back, more relaxed also, and that being the result as I was handing things over to God. And again, there's a lot that I'd like to say when it comes to the music, when it comes to the kolo, and especially on one hand side, singing opera, and on the other hand side, reconnecting with my Serbian music, then studying Hungarian, then the languages, and everything, that all of mind, body, spirit, and soul needs to be working together. Anyhow, it is almost time. Yeah, okay, I know. I got to back up. It's like, but to show a demonstration, and again, so that everyone knows which kolos I'm talking about. Cyganski Urnebes. That was the last kolo that I thought I was going to be able to play. Oh, that's another thing. I knew I was forgetting something. That I had found out that on this New Year's Eve, how everything came together. Disneyland, my birthday, New Year's Eve, both January the 1st, and the Serbian New Year's Eve that was January 14th. I did them both. And also our Serbian Orthodox Christmas, also on January 7th. Yeah, it all came together. And from when I sang a year ago and played, and that was all wonderful, I felt that I was able to do a lot more. It's like, I can't play this. How am I going to do this? How am I going to learn this? But then, like I had said, that I found that I was able to play a lot more than I thought I was able to play. And just but it's strange, because one kolo which seems faster and which seems more difficult, but it's sometimes easier to play, as opposed to Kumovo kolo, the Godfather's Dance, for example, by Branimir Jokic, 2 of his signature kolos. Cyganski Urnebes, the Gypsies' Uproar. Let me give you an example, and then I got to finish with this. Okay, I got to get in tune now. Spontaneity. Da-da-da-da-dum, bum bum bum, ba-da-da-da-dum, bum bum, ba-da-da-da-dum, 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 bum bum, ba-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. And then it goes into these runs, and you can see by my hands that I was thinking a little bit more, where it was slower, but actually it was harder to play. Less notes, but more precise, as opposed to the Godfather's Dance. Let's see. That was actually harder to play, but the notes were together. So And then when it would go on that A flat, that dun 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 da 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 da, and then it would go into these passages. That was actually easier to play, the faster ones, while the slower one was actually harder to play. So it really, sometimes you don't always know what you're able to play until you get out of the boat and take the risk, so to speak. Or for example, and I'm going to finish with this, Solemne in questa ora, which is a duet that I sang many, many years ago, a salute to Spain, along with Granada, where it's like, it's slower sustained notes, but it's harder to sing. Watch. Solemne questa, I don't have the words in front of me. Solemne questa ora, giurai mi dovete, varpiago mio vioto, lo giuro, il colle cercate una chiave, and then it goes into a little bit of faster passage. But actually, that's harder to sing. And I don't have the words in front of me, so I have to keep it short. O moio tranquillo, e vi stringe la cor mio. And then the other voice, amigo fidate, fidate cielo fidate, e cielo fidate, e amigo fidate, addio, 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 addio. That's harder to sing, just like the rumba is harder than, let's say, or the foxtrot is slower, more sustained. It's actually harder to sing. So anyhow, like I said, I don't have the words in front of me, but this is an example of the spontaneity. This is an example right here. This was unimaginable 4 decades ago, and this is what I feel that is a result as I've been turning things and handing things over to God. Anyhow, I do got to get going home. God bless you, and we'll see each other this evening on YouTube when I post all this. Okay.